was the helmsman for both the one we won, and we had great tacticians. It was just phenomenal. So it's all good.
What's the closest call you've ever had on a trip at sea?
I've never really had the most
Precarious.
not precarious. I would not call it precarious. Challenging, I would say,
Okay.
is the element.
Yeah.
The elements are
A lot of sun and salt water.
yes, and it can be scary.
Yeah.
It really is, because if you've never been at sea, where you have wind gusts of 40 to 50 knots, which translate to 60 mile an hour, even those 60, 65 mile an hour, when you experience those elements with whitecaps and waves, and when basically one day, 1 minute you see a sailboat or a boat literally 2 or 3 nautical miles away, and all of a sudden there's nothing there, everything disappears, and then you go at the top of a wave and you see them again. It can be nerve-wracking.
Now, you've clearly been all around the world, right?
Yeah.
You ever do it in 80 days? I got to ask that. Around the world in 80 days.
Around the world in 80 days, yeah.
Yeah.
In 1974, the circumnavigation was it was 3 months.
Okay.
Definitely under 80 days.
Okay. And now, either on that trip or just like through all of your world travels, any place or places, of course, outside the U.S., being the best place, the greatest place, stand out as, hey, maybe like if America were to, like, I don't know, get blown off the face of the map, where would be, the next spot that you were like, this is where I just don't like to visit, but I could actually see myself,
For me, any of the islands.
Okay. Yep.
I spent time in Bali. I spent time in Borneo. Borneo, I did I was very fortunate to not be part, but be some kind of an influence in the a race. No, I don't remember. They have those races all over the world. And in Borneo, they had this race back then. So I was kind of with the French team, more or less. But a lot of these countries in Asia are Muslims. It's very, very hard to assimilate. They don't let you easily assimilate being a Christian person. It's not easy. But any of the islands,
Yep.
I mean, in the Pacific, even in France, south of France, you have Corsica, you have Sardinia, Sicily. All these small islands are very welcoming. Malta, but big countries, it'd be hard to go. Yeah, it's too much. There's just too much going on in these countries, government-wise. Too complex.
And now, as far as settling in the U.S., obviously you're talking about coming to the Metro Atlanta area with the opening of the Omni Hotel. Why not set your stakes elsewhere? What kept you here in Metro Atlanta? Just
simply because I made my life here.
Yeah.
Raised my children here.
Yep.
So when I was celibate in those younger years, when I first divorced my first wife, we didn't have any children, but I was basically for 2 or 3 years, I just decided to stay here. Yeah. I could have gone anywhere. I could have gone to California. I could have gone to anywhere. I have friends. Yep. Actually, I've got a couple of friends in Texas, from the original 30 people crew. I've got a friend in North Carolina, and I've got a friend in South Georgia. So out of 30 people that came here in 1975, we're only about 5 people left.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody. My first wife went back to France. She didn't like it here. And today, we're still the best friends. Still the best of friends. She lives in southern Portugal. She also lives in Biarritz. And she's originally also from Brittany, where I was born and raised. So, yeah.
And you think you're here for the rest of your days, or do you ever long moving back to France or one of these islands? Or
I could not move back to France.
Yep.
I could visit France.
Yep.
The French culture, the food, the people,
Yep.
the people that I know, is phenomenal. I cannot stand
the government,
the pressure the governmental pressure that they put on their own people. Yep. It's almost like you open your mouth and you always have to watch your back. Yep. You just can't do that. Here, at least I've got the liberty of expressing myself on Facebook, Instagram. I don't give a crap.
Right, not going to be pulled out of your own home.
Exactly. This country is still the best. So if I could, I will never move anywhere. I live in Murrayville, Georgia, horse country. We have a beautiful home, my wife and I. We live, I would say, the perfect life. Traveling, sailing. I've got a few toys as far as cars are concerned. It's the best of the best.
Well, Serge, it's been great catching up with you. I appreciate you taking the time to come have this conversation with me. Is there anything else that you would like to share with myself or anyone that may be watching that you would like to impart them with?
Well, I want to thank you both for giving me the opportunity to share my part of my life story. There are so many more anecdotal things that are very funny from my sailing around the world, being put in jail in Rio de Janeiro during the carnival, things like this.
Having too much fun? No.
Having too much fun. A country like New Zealand is a must to go if you've never been. It's the people in New Zealand are just beautifully friendly. It's phenomenal.
One of the best people we work with came from New Zealand.
All right.
Yeah.
They're just a phenomenal people. And what else could I? There are so many more anecdotal things that I could share with you. But again, that's based on the 50 years that I spent in this country, which has been very good to me, which is still very good to me. And fortunately, I won't be able to live the next 100 years to see what we are going to come to. It's not